So question 2 is kind of even. I mean, it's easier now because the first one was really hard. You have to know, okay, what graph is this? What do we have to do? Oh, we're finding an equation? Cool. Okay, how do we do that? All we have to do is find A and B. And those are already, they gave it to us. They made it easy. They gave us that little plot in the graph here, or the table. So number 2 is even easier because we already know everything that's going on with these exponential equations. That's this whole worksheet. So it says something about, oh, you start with 70 bacteria and it triples every hour. Oh, so insane, right? Yeah, that's bacteria, okay? Bacteria grows exponentially. That's just a rule of nature. So they're saying the question is, for this relationship, the relationship between how you start with the bacteria and how much it grows, give us the equation for that graph. And all you know is the graph is going to look, grab my pencil. The graph's just going to look like this. Because they said, okay, you start, all right, so this is time. Because they're saying, oh, you start with this and it grows every hour. 0 hours is right here. 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever. So they're saying at 0 hours when they started the experiment, you already have 70. Okay, cool. So that's our first point. And they're saying every hour it triples. So after 1 hour, oh shit, we're all the way up at 210 now. That's our second point. And then after 2 hours, triple 210. That's way up there, bud. So we already know the graph's just going to be this, like, straight up. So we know it's going to look like this. So you have 0 hours. You start with 70 bacteria. Okay, cool. After 1 hour, you have 3 times that. After 2 hours, you have 3 times what you had before. Okay, so we're just copying. We're just making the points for the graph because we need to know the graph to make the equation, and we know what the relationship and what is happening because that's part of the question. So we have this. We already know the graph looks like that. So all we have to do is make an exponential equation back to the goal. Y equals AB to the X. So all we have to do is make that equation. So we have A. A is just where it starts at 0. 70. Because that's the amount of bacteria you started with. So that's A. B, it changes times 3 every time. That's part of the question. They already gave it to us. Right there. Boom. That's the equation for the graph. Like, that's all we had to do is all in the question. You just need to know what to do to give them their answer. So this one, I don't really remember what this one is for number 3. Let me pause real quick.